Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Jessica. It's so good to talk to you today. How are you doing?
Well, I cannot complain, and it is a beautiful day over here, so I cannot complain that way.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I've got my background blurred because I don't want anyone to see how messy my house is today. So
Hey, no judgment from my end, so.
thank you for no judging. But just wanted to ask you a few questions today. We've been getting a lot of requests to learn more about intensives, marathons, basically couples therapy that isn't just for an hour or an hour and a half. Couples therapy that's a little bit longer. So I know that you practice some intensives and marathons. Would you mind telling our viewers what what is that and why should some couples consider that?
Absolutely. One of my favorite things about working with especially the intensives is we can really do some great work and dive deeper into some of the problems that couples come in here for. And usually for an hour and 20 minutes or so, just time flies way too quickly. Like by the time you get to what's really going on, oh, it's time to wrap up. So I love the longer sessions because you can really slow it down. The couples can really feel heard. They can really feel understood. And we can really like pull back a lot of the layers of what's going on with couples. And yes, it might seem really long, those intensives, but there's going to be like breaks in between and everything. But I love the longer sessions just to get some really great work done.
Okay, great. So I could see many couples really wanting more than the traditional hour and a half and maybe spending all morning or all afternoon with you, or maybe all day. And some couples I know will see us for several days straight, especially if they're coming in from out of town. Or, I know you practice only online.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so you can really do it from anywhere. But I was wondering kind of the main issues or concerns that couples tend to get the most benefit from seeing you in an intensive. Like what are couples first coming to you about? Why would they maybe want more time to really peel back the layers like you're talking about?
Yeah. Some of the big categories or big topics that I see couples seeking, like the longer sessions, is kind of like that premarital side or the proactiveness, where they just want to lay a really great foundation to start off their relationship. So um, we may do the assessment that first time and then a couple skills here and there and just lay a great foundation. That's always a good conversation or a good topic to talk about. Another topic is the discernment counseling. So, for example, if couples are coming in and they are on the brink of divorce, maybe there's been some infidelity happening, maybe there's been a significant betrayal or some trauma, or just a lot of hurt has been building up over the years, and people are coming to see me and they're like, Jessica, like, we just need some clarity. We just need some confidence. We don't really want to work on a relationship. At the same time, we're thinking about divorce and just helping us through. And so that longer session can really be helpful to give couples like that clarity and that confidence and to really flesh out what it means to, like, what if they do get divorced or separate, or what would it look like if they did decide to stay in the marriage or relationship and work it out. um, there's also other topics like talking about finances or talking about like different parenting styles or whatever's going on. Those are several topics that a lot of couples would like to see the longer sessions too.
Great. Okay, so it sounds like um, most couples who would just like more time could benefit from this. So every
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
from is premarital couples really trying to just, instead of doing 6 weeks of, hour long therapy, like they might just want to do it all in one day
Yeah.
and then do a couple interventions in the afternoon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Experiment couples or couples who might be on the brink of breaking up or separating or divorcing, who are in a real kind of crisis point in their relationship, an intensive or a marathon session can really help them to get a lot of work done intensively to decide whether or not they want to commit to couples therapy and making it work, or if after a day or two they decide that they want to end the relationship, how can they do that in a way with intent that both can feel good about, like with clarity and confidence, like you're mentioning. So that's great. And then, what, maybe one last question for you on this, because I know a lot of people are curious. What are some of the maybe the reasons to not do this? Like when do you think maybe more traditional couples therapy would be a better fit for a couple?
Mm-hmm. Great question right there. And a lot of people don't like the longer sessions, or they want the short, like the traditional 1 hour and 20 minutes, just so that they can practice some of the tools between each session. So let's say if they're coming in for, I don't know, some financial issues or something, we can always talk about it, and then they can go practice it and then come back and see what's working, what's not. Another issue is it can get really long, like an entire intensive can get really long, and people might really get tired or whatever the case is. So they might want just like the traditional 1 hour and 20 minutes. Also, like financially at times, that can always be like they can't afford a longer session or anything like a marathon session. So there's different areas. Like Stephanie, you had mentioned, I only offer virtual sessions, so it's a lot different than actually going in person, sitting on the couch, having that interaction. At the same time you can, like you said, you can do it anywhere. You can you don't have to fight Atlanta traffic or anything. You can literally be on your own couches or whatever the case is. So some people might prefer just the 1 hour and 20 minutes. So because they may not have childcare, they might have to go check on their child or whatever the case is. So it just kind of depends what the couple's needs are.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Jessica. And how can people schedule with you if they are interested in doing one of these intensive or marathon sessions?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You can either go to our main website. You can learn more about us at counselingatl.com. You can learn more about like who I am, see if it's going to be a good fit. You can also email me. You can also just reach out. My email address is jessica@counselingatl.com. I promise you is that like there's not going to be any judgment from my end. I'm just here to help. I love the intensive sessions because it can still do some great work. And if you're still kind of wondering like what's going on, or if you have any other questions, reach out. I'm here to help provide some support. And I think we're going to be attaching the link or something to the whatever the case is. But I'm here to help. I'm here, absolutely no judgment from my end. And I'm excited to see how I can help couples who are thinking about having those longer sessions.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jessica, for your time. And I mention one last thing is that anyone who's interested in working with you can also just schedule a free initial consultation. Mm-hmm. To 30 minutes over video. And that is something they can also schedule through our website or calling the main number and having one of our administrative assistants help them out. So again, thank you, Jessica, for your time. And it's about the great work that you're doing and the different types of therapy that you're offering. So you should definitely reach out to Jessica if you're interested.
Thank you, Stephanie. Bye.